Join our family of creators. Your support means the world to us. Subscribe now to the Content Creator channel. Your support keeps us motivated and helps us bring you fresh, exciting content every week. Hit that subscribe button and be part of our journey. Have you ever done everything right, only to find every door slammed in your face? Imagine graduating with top marks, a mountain of student debt, a heart full of ambition, only to be met with a deafening silence from the job market. This isn't a hypothetical scenario. As we stand here in late 2025, a critical question echoes from Vancouver to Halifax. Why can't Canada's youth find work? It's a question that cuts deep, challenging the very promise of a prosperous future that this country has long offered its next generation. The problem is not just about numbers on a spreadsheet, it's about shattered dreams and a growing sense of disillusionment. This is a crisis unfolding in plain sight, in coffee shops where baristas have master's degrees, in childhood bedrooms that have become permanent residences for adults in their 20s. The social contract, the one that says hard work, a good education lead to a stable career, appears to be fraying, if not tearing apart. For young people, the path forward has never seemed so uncertain, so fraught with invisible barriers. We're talking about a demographic that is digitally native, highly educated, eager to contribute. Yet they are being left on the sidelines of the economy, watching opportunities pass them by. The issue extends far beyond the individual. It impacts families, communities, and the country itself. The failure to integrate this generation into the workforce is not just their problem, it is Canada's problem. Tonight, we peel back the layers to ask, what are the forces at play? Automation, a post-pandemic hangover, or something deeper in our systems? So, who exactly are we talking about when we use the term youth? In labor statistics, youth typically means ages 15 to 24, according to Statistics Canada. This demographic is unique. High school students seeking their first part-time job, recent college and university graduates trying to launch their careers, young adults entering the trades. They are at the most formative stage of their professional lives. Tracking youth unemployment is vital. They're a canary in the coal mine, first laid off in downturns, last hired in recoveries. Early setbacks cause scarring, lower lifetime earnings, reduced mobility, and a higher risk of future unemployment. For ages 20 to 24, missing the first rung destabilizes everything: credit building, saving for a home, starting families, a domino effect of delayed milestones. This impacts financial well-being and mental health. It's not just a statistic, it's a systemic barrier telling a diverse, qualified group there is no room for them. Understanding this definition is step one, so policymakers, educators, and employers can deliver an urgent, targeted response. Let's look at the hard numbers for 2025, because they paint a picture that's impossible to ignore. As of mid-2025, the national youth unemployment rate is hovering around 11.8%. That's still more than double the adult rate, which is now just under 5.4%. Before COVID, it was already high, around 11%. A brief rebound followed, but gains faded again in 2025. Persistent inflation, higher interest rates, and slow growth in 2025 have continued to chill hiring and investment. Available jobs still skew precarious, part-time, gig-based, with little security or advancement. Compared globally, Canada continues to lag leaders like Germany and Japan, nations with robust vocational and apprenticeship systems. Canada sits mid-pack, suggesting homegrown challenges remain. Averages still mask disparities. Some Atlantic regions now approach 19%, while resource-driven provinces fare better. Many face a stark choice: stay with few prospects or move to Toronto or Vancouver, but competition is fierce and costs are crushing. The gap reveals a system fundamentally failing its youngest participants. A young person in Canada is still more than twice as likely to be jobless. The trend lines tell a grim story, but to grasp the full cost, we need to hear from the people living it. Statistics only tell part of the story. Consider Aisha, 23, from Brampton. She graduated in marketing with stellar grades, sent over 200 applications. The result? A handful of automated rejections and 2 unpaid internship interviews she couldn't afford to take. I did everything they told me to do, I got good grades, I did volunteer work, I networked. Now I'm working at a fast food restaurant to help my parents. It feels like my degree is worthless. Liam, 24 in Calgary, trained as a welder, supposedly in high demand, finished his apprenticeship with flying colors, but full-time roles are scarce. The jobs are all contract-based. You work 3 months, then you're laid off. No security, no benefits. I'm thinking of moving to the US. I don't want to leave, but I might have to. Chloe, with a master's in environmental science, is passionate about climate solutions, but entry-level roles are brutally competitive. Entry-level postings demand 3 to 5 years experience. She's taken part-time, unpaid assistant roles, 40 hours a week for free. I'm burning through my savings. These accounts reveal a daily battle against inadequacy, anxiety, and despair. These are ambitious, talented, highly trained Canadians facing a system that seems rigged against them. They're searching not just for a paycheck but for purpose and a place in the country they call home. There is no single culprit. It's a perfect storm creating a hostile environment for young job seekers in 2025. The lingering aftermath of COVID continues to hit youth-heavy sectors hardest in 2025, with thinner margins, reduced staff, and reluctance to hire the inexperienced. Higher interest rates have cooled inflation and hiring. In 2025, businesses delay expansions, cut costs, and pause training. There are fewer openings for newcomers. The shift to gigs and short-term contracts means instability and no benefits. Record immigration has expanded the labor pool. Recent grads now compete with experienced applicants. Together, it's a bottleneck trapping youth at the very start of their careers in 2025. Automation and AI now handle data entry, basic analysis, and admin, faster, cheaper, with fewer errors, eliminating many entry-level roles. Curricula still lag job needs. Employers say grads lack specific tools, project management, and soft skills like communication and problem-solving. Generalist grads are told to upskill, boot camps, certs, more degrees, adding time, cost, and debt. The solution isn't to devalue education, but to reimagine it with paid co-ops, internships, apprenticeships, and real-world experience before graduation. Governments have responded. Wage subsidies for student summer jobs and skills initiatives. Critics say these are bandages, seasonal, small-scale, fragmented, too slow and too timid for the size of the problem. Experts urge a comprehensive national youth employment strategy, built with youth, educators, and employers, to tackle root causes, not just symptoms. Young Canadians are adapting, upskilling, micro-credentialing, and hustling across gigs to make ends meet. It offers autonomy, but little security, few benefits, and a high risk of burnout. Many move to costly hubs or start businesses out of necessity, not pure passion. We face a convergence of failures. Education out of sync, automation hollowing entry-level roles, recoveries favoring capital, and fragmented policy. The path forward: overhaul school-to-work transitions, close skills gaps with industry, strengthen safety nets and gig protections, and create quality entry-level jobs, hire, train, and retain young graduates. Canada's prosperity depends on its youth. The talent and ambition are here. Are we willing to unlock that potential before it's too late?